Okay, let's do a quick little review. Factory setup for the PCV system was from right by the MAF sensor. We had a hose that went straight to the clean side, the back of the valve cover, and then out of the dirty side we came and through that breather valve that was questionable on some, came back up through a hard line through this kind of twist locking connector, and that's how it used to could be. Now we've got this line that he sent is a floppy piece of silicone that ties onto the existing we'll just call it the PCV valve for all intents and purposes, but that is the original plastic PCV hookup. And a little chunk of silicone that was a little floppy, so I put a little piece of shrink tube on it. It actually pinches on there pretty good. And then his provided line comes out, goes down, and goes into the neck of the air filter. That is your vacuum on the clean side. Coming out the dirty side, we've got his new nipple that I was given into this little piece of hose provided. This little 90 provided. Chunk of hose provided. $23 Amazon catch can provided. So there is just this hose in there. This is just because I tuck it up under here and I didn't want to get it all rubbed. So it's just a split wire loom protector. And comes to the T provided, comes through up to the check valve, and he's got a little ball reducer thing in there. I think it's supposed to slow the flow of air. And then he bought the same factory style connector, and it is still the hard tube. He just clipped it and shoved it in the hose. And the other side of the T continues with the same line, comes up, goes across, and into another check valve, into the boot there connecting into the supercharger. Now, the reason there's all this slop extra hose is because this was tucked up and ran out of the airbox all pretty looking until I came across this little issue. This did not start like this. I am on the 4th variant of the tune that he sent me so far, so yes, variant number 4 already. And I have this squeal. It's getting louder, which means the problem's getting worse, whatever the problem is. Originally thought it was a water pump. And there was a problem with the water pump. I could, the bearings had gone bad, so I replaced that. Squeal didn't go away. Went and stopped by my mechanic buddy's house because I just could not pinpoint where this was coming from. The belt tensioner on this is kind of a shoddy setup. It's got a nice bit of overlap there. And let's see if I can get you to see that there. It doesn't quite right on the tensioner. I shimmed it out that much already. If I go more, I can't get the friggin' belt on, which is goofy. Let's see. We've got... I mean, that just looks silly to me, but it is what it is. It still doesn't quite line up right. I mean, it's just not there, man. I mean, looking through the camera like right now, it kind of looks like, yeah, it should be one rib over. It's not. If I slide it over here, it'll walk itself back. It wants to be there. It's not quite lined up. Everything is what it is. I've ran a laser down this thing. It's just not there. So anyway, let me introduce you to the squeal.